I want to talk, but you all have my hands, I should talk. I want to switch thing, but my lawyer said.
Just talk a little bit.
No. Not talk a little bit. I'm sorry, you're already put. Garbage in.
How's it?
Garbage in, garbage out.
Where are you heading now? Back to prison or where?
Follow me.
What do you mean, garbage in, garbage out? What do you mean by garbage in, garbage out?
Lawyer said I'm willing to talk.
So
Okay, I want to talk, but you all have my hands, I should talk. I want to switch thing, but my lawyer said.
Just talk a little bit.
No. Not talk a little bit. I'm sorry, you're already put. Garbage in.
How's it?
Garbage in, garbage out.
Where are you heading now? Back to prison or where?
Follow me.
what do you mean, garbage in, garbage out? What do you mean by garbage in, garbage out?
Lawyer said I'm willing to talk.
So
But listen to, did you hear the press conference of Gregory Coleman, the IG? He did say that this is a highly political case, did he not? So you don't take the partisan's word for it, you take the IG's word for it. He decided to bring this case based on a basket of evidence of innuendos, lies, and misstatements. And in the next few weeks, as we go through the preliminary hearing, we will deconstruct those lies and be able to put together a defense that is worthy of what we've done. It's a place for human beings. Unfortunately, that's the best the state can offer for Liberian citizens. It's unfortunate, but they are no better than me. As long as we're in a political battle, it's a political win. But listen to, did you hear the press conference of Gregory Coleman, the IG? He did say that this is a highly political case, did he not? So you don't take the partisan's word for it, you take the IG's word for it. He decided to bring this case based on a basket of evidence of innuendos, lies, and misstatements. And in the next few weeks, as we go through the preliminary hearing, we will deconstruct those lies and be able to put together a defense that is worthy of what we've done. It's a place for human beings. Unfortunately, that's the best the state can offer for Liberian citizens. It's unfortunate, but they are no better than me. As long as we're in a political battle, it's a political win.
And they said, bring in a
No.
Then they asked me, I said, well, I was not sure. I mean, will tell you, the security will tell you, count the Monaco.
Oh,
Yeah, man.
you're
I said, boy, you see a pay tax when you see that you can't give off.
So let me start. Quite close. How many person come from LRA?
I know what I'm saying, but you got a talking points, right?
No. I don't even know anything about what happened there.
I said, yeah, I'm not interviewing him.
I get my computer here.
So you want to go on this, you ready to put questions and we won't put on one.
I'll come and go. A pleasant good morning and a warm welcome to the Thursday edition of the show. This is the Today Show on Spoon 107.5 FM, folks. We'd like to say good morning and a pleasant warm welcome to the Thursday edition of the program, the Today Show on Spoon 107.5 FM. So, folks, whatever you are, however you're listening, whatever the occasion, we say welcome to the Thursday edition of the show. Today is Thursday, the 3rd of July. The year is 2025. For those of you celebrating birthday on today, we'd like to say happy birthday out to each and every one of you. If you celebrated
day or days ago, belated birthday greetings going out to you. And if you're looking forward to your birthday or pre-birthday greetings going out to you. For those of you who lost someone very dearest to you, would like to say sorry, take solace in the Lord. He knows why. So you cannot question him. It is 8 minutes past 8 o'clock. Let's just run it up with what we have on our table here for you this morning. We crisscross the country to speak of our correspondent. We bring you up to date with some of the happenings in Liberia. And also, we will have with us for 30 minutes, 25 minutes, pardon, uh, the Catholic Junction residents. They're going to be here to talk a little bit about some issue confronting them. And at 9 o'clock, we have the guys from LRA. They're going to be here to talk some issues surrounding the LRA as it relates to tax collection. So we are here this morning to run you through today's edition of the program. My name is Emmanuel Palen David. I'm alongside my colleague Lorena Honoré. Together, we're going to run you through today's edition of the show. And today's edition of the show promises to be a well-served, palatable breakfast for you this morning. And also on the flip side of the show, we have cash giveaway here for you this morning. We give you cash this morning as we go on. Yes, we give you cash. Today is the Whistle Wassa. You know, in simple Liberian term, when someone says Whistle Wassa, for those of you who are outside Liberia and following the broadcast, if someone says Whistle Wassa, meaning they are giving it plenty. Yeah, no use. They're giving it plenty. They have enough that they can share and just give away. So today is the Whistle Wassa. We have enough cash here this morning. We want to give away. But all you need to do is to participate. You have to participate to win some of the money that we have here this morning. We are giving out 4,000, 5,000, up to 10, 15,000 Liberian dollars this morning. So all you need to do is just to double up and play. And someone is sitting and asking, how can I play? All you need to do is just to have Lone Star Cell mobile money SIM card and have the minimum of $50 or above on it. You play star 255 star 004 hash, star 255 star 004 hash, and then you do the payment for 50 Liberian dollars. With that, you stand a chance to participate in the game. When I'm doing the draw very shortly, if your number pops up as one of the winning numbers, trust me, you walk away with your 4,000, 10,000, 15,000 Liberian dollars. So we are here for you this morning, giving you cash. At the same time, we are giving you information as those information unfold. So we say welcome to the show. It is actually 10 minutes past 8 o'clock. We go straight to our correspondents to know exactly what is going on in parts of Liberia. And then we come back here to bring you up to speed with some of those things that matter most. And then we have our guests from the Catholic Junction community. We want to talk with them here on the program. But as we go on, we are encouraging you to continue to play the game. Star 255 star 004 hash, star 255 star 004 hash. The more you play, the better your chances of winning. We encourage you to play more than one time, play 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. With that, you stand a chance to be a part of the entire process and win for yourself some cash this morning. Star 255 star 004 hash. The more you play, the better your chances of winning. So we'll go to Nima County to speak with Christopher Fine to know exactly what is going on in that part of Liberia. We go to Nima County to speak with Christopher Fine. We say hands up to our regular followers. Those of you who just joining in on today, we'll say welcome to us. Well, thanks a lot for the privilege of your company. So let's go to Nima County. We don't have the luxury of time. We'll go straight to Nima County to speak with our Nima County correspondent, Christopher Fine. Good morning, Chris. How are you doing this morning? How is Nima County? Sackley P.
Good morning, Emmanuel, and good morning to all the folks this morning. Sackley is okay this morning. We have a very bright weather this morning.
Always energetic. Christopher Fine, I know the secret behind this Henny, this huge Henny, always taking your Nima tablet in the morning. All right, so that's it. Let's go straight into it. What's the latest unfolding there in the county? What do we know about the latest? Talk us through that.
Okay, so first let me start in the lower mainland to be pursued capital bill. and journalist Jennifer as Ellis Yomi were arrested by those who believe to be traditional people in district number 6. According to Ellis Yomi was he's a local journalist and a data announcer. According to the story, Ellis was given a mandate from the Ministry of Internal Affairs to be passed on by the statutory superintendent of that district. Against that, Ellis carry out the awareness and the information. And one Melvin William, who claimed to be a cultural affairs superintendent of Nema County, said Ellis had gone against the traditional norm of Nema, and he sent 19 men allegedly to arrest Ellis via the microphone, taking him to an unknown destination. So against that, the president of Liberia, Paul Julius Canova, and a lot of people were called, and they stepped in, and where he informed the county police commander, ACP Lamin Mendy, to arrest the living body of Melvin William for alleged kidnapping a journalist. So against that, they arrested Melvin William in the town they called Buwe, where they have the immigration checkpoint. And subsequently, he was taken to the town police station where statements were extracted from them. And later, the county commander, ACP Lamin Mendy, called the people them to Sanipoli, and then Melvin was charged for kidnapping and sent behind bars. And the investigation is pending. And currently, Ellis Yomi was tortured. According to what we see, we saw a wound or a living body. According to him, they beat on him and they seized his phone and so on. But so maybe is calling for a settlement so they can be able to rejoin this matter from the police station and carry the type of settlement.
So what actually did this journalist do that prompted the traditionalist to actually arrest him and incarcerate him?
So the journalist, according to the information, there is information I think was on all radio stations that people and Islamic society have been suspended until January 2026. And the reason behind this is that children are in school, and some traditional people who are here can just arrest children and are in school, and then carry them push and plunder the school, the similar school. So against that, the traditional Ministry of Internal Affairs sent a notification in him, and all through and Islamic society are then suspended. And the information was still to the superintendent of Lima, and all of the statutory superintendent. So on this day, the statutory superintendent they don't have the luxury of time to go all the county district to explain to people pay for it. So the only means he had was to go to the radio station and carry this announcement to inform all of those traditional people that indeed the Paro and the Islamic society have been suspended for that indefinitely until 2025.
So based on that backdrop, the journalist was carrying on his duty in studio, and he was marched on and taken away.
Yes. So against that, the president of Liberia came very strong, and along with some human rights, and then the police arrested him, and then they called the group in, and the children were released. The living body, but according to him, he was tortured, and his money was taken away from him. Even his home was also taken away from him. According to information from the Sanipoli police station, Devin said he would be responsible to purchase his phone for him, and also giving it the amount of $10,000 that he said was missing from him. He would replace all of those things that were missing for the journalist. So he called for settlement for them to carry the matter to Sanipoli for settlement. But the guy is saying that it is the question of Liberia that brought a heavy weight to release him for him to be released. So against that, he cannot naturally take decision on his own. But you have to consult the president of Liberia whether this matter, whether he can be withdrawn from the police station for home settlement.
And I want to know what have been response from some key stakeholders there in the county, from the traditional side and from the other standpoint? What have they been saying as it relates to this development?
Just to give you a backdrop of this issue, I can remember 2017. I'm not too sure of the month. I think it was between February and January, something like that. In the county called Roughly, and Roughly is in this now, where they are identified as 10. Yeah. You were also talking about this levy mediator because, according to them, he went against the traditional law of the district, and he was arrested and tortured, and the guy were killed in that process.
Oh,
It was a heavy thing in that same region. So this is not the first of the counts for levy to engage in those kind of so I guess that because of the history, because of where it have been happening in time past, this is why the city of Takata didn't necessarily to raise the alarm of kidnapping. And so the Liberian government can be aware because they don't want for any children to lose their life like they have been done before.
wow. And I think the police need to take this seriously as it relates to the life of the journalist. And how is his physical well-being? How's his state of mind? And have you had a conversation with him?
Yes, I had a brief conversation yesterday where the police were going in Jakarta and going to do a background investigation. I saw on the scale when he stopped by, you could see the process on his neck, on his knee, and he said he was tortured, he was tired, up and so on. But this guy then was taken at the back of the car to an unknown destination. The only thing he could remember was the time the police people arrested them, and then they said he should pull him down from the car and so on. That's the only thing he could remember.
All right, Chris. Thanks a lot for that development from Nima County. Do you have something else to add up? Because we don't have much time.
So before we go, some citizens on the panel confessed citizens of District Number 7 are protesting against Musa accountability to come back to the district. According to them, Musa accountability has abandoned his district and focusing on his national political party, the CNT. According to them, giving 100 and some more scholarships to the city of Madrid, while the city of District Number 7, the students of District Number 7 are struggling to get a financial aid at the Nima University and other universities like Europe. It is an affront to them, and Musa has some ability to come back to the district and see how best he can deliver all the 227 promises that he made to citizens of District Number 7.
227 promises. When was the last time the lawmaker visited the district?
As we said, he's one lawmaker and not visiting the district. And Emmanuel, for that part, I gave Musa accountability a crew because in one party every Thursday in the district, as they said, Musa ability is currently in the district.
Okay.
He came last night, currently in the district. So he made a lot of promises during the campaign promise. One of the key promises that he made was he was giving the salary to the district. As he said, we are yet to see the salary for Musa accountability given to the citizen. Musa accountability, he's going to do what is referred to as a city hall, a twin city hall, where we know in the school of Musa accountability district has two cities, the capital city and that of the past city. So he said he will use either doing or work to do a twin cities for them to be used and for it to be used as a headquarters for the two cities. So we are yet to see that, and he also promised that he's going to do a boarding district office for the city of District Number 7. Instead, we are also yet to see that. He also said that Paramount Chief and Zone Chief and that of Commissioner will be receiving a fee from him. And so with that, our most ability is yet to deliver on all no promises that he made.
Citizens in the district, they are more concerned about some of those things, and they are saying that the honorable lawmaker has abandoned the district and focusing on the citizen movement for change political party.
Yes, so what really encouraged those folks, those guys who claim to be possessions, is that Musa Hassan Bele said he's giving fever to somebody that's already rich. He's giving he's buying a lot of stuff for people, giving people stuff that they already not deserve. Like the donation of fever to the state who should former foreign leader of Liberia, giving paper to that organization. The CAs are not necessary. And also buying 2 brand new pickup, giving it to the CNC and sorry, and the women, the CA not current enough. On Musa Hassan, the people of this country was having a point to them. They took risks to electing, and because after almost all the districts are rejected him, and it's too tall by him to be elected. But I will contact the office of the representative and the PRO maker to understand that those guys that are in the street, they are not a student supporter, and in fact, they are not a student-based organization for district was telling. He said, since they took over, they are it's not a single a student-based organization in district was telling that will go and write the representative say, come, we want to sit with you or we invite you on our campus for us to talk about the effects of the student. But yet, some of them that are protesting went to them personally to become a sabot, sabot thing, member for the movement of Musa Hassan Bele. But he said he's not going to establish that. He's not going to pay more attention to that. So against that, they are angry and they are taking on the street. So they are not going to give an ear to them, and they're going to look. If they really have the student community in district number 7, they will going to come and apply, and if they represent, them, will address them.
All right, Chris, I'm afraid we have to hold you there to go to other places. Thanks a lot. We have to hold you there and join you on tomorrow for more development emanating from Nema County. Thank you. All right. Okay, you can go. Very interesting guy. All right, so we here this morning 25 minutes past 8 o'clock. Let's go for this very short break. We'll come back. We usher in our guests because we have already entered into the time. So let's just bring them on very shortly. This is the Today Show on Spoon 107.5 FM, folks. Whatever you are, however you're listening, whatever the occasion, we say welcome to the show. Keep playing against *255* 004 hash, *255* 004 hash. The more you play, the better your chances of winning. This is the Today Show on Spoon 107.5 FM, folks. Thanks a lot for tuning in, and welcome to the show.
I think I'm setting up. Say on that time, who was it on it? You don't say that time. And you said, and you already said.
I said it. Other you said about I'm opening here on my laptop.
Okay, if you're going to be able to bring it upstairs, I will go to that one.
No, but listen to, did you hear the press conference of Gregory Coleman, the IG? He did say that this is a highly political case, did he not? So you don't take the partisan's word for it, you take the IG's word for it. He decided to bring this case based on a basket of evidence of innuendos, lies, and misstatements. And in the next few weeks, as we go through the preliminary hearing, we will deconstruct those lies and be able to put together a defense that is worthy of what we've done. It's a place for human beings. Unfortunately, that's the best the state can offer for Liberian citizens. It's unfortunate, but they are no better than me. As long as we're in a political battle, it's a political win.
Yeah, just sit there. Camera.
No, she's not in it too. All right. Instead, yep. No, a little bit to the woman. It's okay now. It's okay. What happened? Why I can sit down? Yeah, that's one thing. That means Cali community resident. Your community. Cali community resident. Community resident.
Yeah, so I think when you start the day, then the bubble you will be there. Yeah. What's that? Oh, again, go here. Okay.
So you were not doing right?
Yeah, but I want you want to wear that. Yeah. Yeah, so I'll sit on the side. So you're not gonna start it. Yeah, show me place on it.
So, but listen to, did you hear the press conference of Gregory Coleman, the IG? He did say that this is a highly political case, did he not? So you don't take the partisan's word for it, you take the IG's word for it. He decided to bring this case based on a basket of evidence of innuendos, lies, and misstatements. And in the next few weeks, as we go through the preliminary hearing, we will deconstruct those lies and be able to put together a defense that is worthy of what we've done. It's a place for human beings. Unfortunately, that's the best the state can offer for Liberian citizens. It's unfortunate, but they are no better than me. As long as we're in as long as we're in a political battle, it's a political win. I won't talk, but y'all have my answer. I shouldn't talk. I won't talk sweet thing, but my lawyer said.
Just talk a little bit.
No, not talk a little bit. I'm sorry, you're already put. Garbage in.
How's it?
Garbage in, garbage out.
Where are you heading now? Back to prison or where?
Follow me.
What do you mean garbage in, garbage out? What do you mean by garbage in, garbage
My
out?
lawyer said I really talk.
So
All right.
That person.
L-R-R-E-N.
Yeah.
Everything correct?
M-R-V. L-I-L-L-I-A-N.
Go start setting yourself up.
Yeah. Okay, everything.
Don't worry about it. If you better help him.
Okay.
If you want help, you can do for.
No, okay.
Oh, stop. So you introduce yourself. Let's start the conversation quickly. All phone silent, please. All phone silent, please. All right, Spawn 107.5 FM. As you heard Emmanuel say, we have our guest in studio already. This is about human interest, and we want to talk to them. Before some time ago, you heard about this demolition process at the Catholic community, and now that they are here, we want to bring them on so they introduce themselves and tell us why they are here. We'll welcome you. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right. We are happy to see you. We know that you have some concerns, some issues. So please go ahead, talk to us. Tell us your name, each of you, and why you are here.
Notice not the camp, whereby we there we have lived in our place for so many years. We have documented our property in the community. So you won't case against the person, then now you think to, they possess property of 118 person.
So you are speaking on behalf of the rest of the 100+ persons.
Yeah, sure.
115 persons.
Yeah, but everyone could not come.
Okay.
Even like you look down there, you see a lot of the poor outside with it.
Where is he now? Where is this Stenton Gay guy?
Stenton Gay is still around. Just recent time, he was at the court, finding means to come back in the community to come and to step us. But I tell you for sure, I will read this graph here. I don't know if it's necessary, as you can see it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. This in fact we have the ruling from the Supreme Court in the month of August. When we won the case against him from the Justice in Chimbo, Justice Yusuf Kaba his honor. Okay. He took an appeal to the 4th bench. When he took the appeal, just within that time, after the program. Yeah. So I can read the graph here right now.
Please.
Josh Monday Public Court. Regard to the interstate of Joseph V. Gay. Cafe. No all men but this present that by the directive of his honor, Judge Nicholas Wa Elwo, resident judge of the Monday Public Court for Mosovalo County, Republic of Liberia, that the public court in registration of any title deed issue any person entity by the administrator of the full nation estate in respect of the subject property lying and situated in Oles Congotan, Mosovalo County, Republic of Liberia, is hereby prohibited. Anyone to acting business with this administrator will be doing so at his or her own rates, because said property has been sold already. Yeah, and for so doing, this shall serve as your legal and sufficient authority, giving honor my hand and seal of his honorable this 18th day of September 2024. And now we have steward, clerk of court, a proof. Nicholas Wa Elwo, George Monday Probate Court, Mosovalo County.
All right. So that means you won your case.
We won the case.
Okay. And then what's happening now? Now that you have won your case, what is Stanton saying? What is he saying?
Stanton now is still like,
Can he break down your premises?
Yeah, broke down Stanton Gate and this guy they call Jabba A Jabba. Jabba A Jabba is one of those that beyond Stanton that always pushing him to carry the kind of trouble out in the community. Okay. Yeah. So our councillor is accountable again because he broke down about 45 houses in the community. Okay. Then all the people have been homeless as I speak to you. People don't have place to be. Some of them try to come to just Ali post some places down in the area to live there. But yes, still he will go getting word that he come in the community, he come with Zogos because he went in fact some of last month or so, we went to the director of police and thank God for this, how they call it, proactive director of police that we have in the police administration. We went to the director of police, we wrote in, and how they call it, he except for a genuine reason, and the court will pass that mandate, and if it is due necessary before police can come in our community, police will not come there again, and the police will see that and they come at our own rates.
All right, so that means you people are living under fear. You are living in fear, under threat, Stanton Gate.
With Stanton Gate.
Okay. Yeah. Now, but you people want the case.
We want the case.
All right. So why? I mean, isn't the court mandating Stanton Gate to make sure that you get your money back to be able to reconstruct your properties?
So our council now is on the lawsuit against him for the damage that he caused. I think Mamola will speak on that. And the lawsuit is about $1.something million.
US dollars.
Yeah, US dollars.
And what is he saying?
So we are waiting for the result.
So that means the case is still in court.
Yeah, sure. All right. So as soon as we sue him, he immediately went on the listing that we used to collect our payment. He went and plus somebody else made the police store that list and took it to him. Went and used everybody's name and said he's resuing us in the community.
Okay.
So
so somebody was a snitch amongst you people and took it back to him. And now he's using your own documentation against you.
Yeah, we our name on the 180 project owner. So we gave that information to our councillor already. He knows the under it. And this cafe is given to him. He has it in our file already. This cafe, I think that Judah Brigade does not own anything in that place. Everything he has, he sold it before his death. He sold it already. There's a cafe that was given.
Ma Musula, hear from you. I'm sorry, Ma Lillian. Let's hear from you quickly, please.
Thank you.
Are you the cheerleader for the community?
Acting.
Acting cheerleader. Yeah. I would like to see a lot of cheerleaders in the community. I'm here with my colleague Emmanuel David. If you are there, we are here. Welcome you. This is the Today Show. We have residents from representatives of residents from the Catholic community, and they are here, and we want to make sure that they come and talk to you. They want you to hear the story. This is human interest. We are interested, and that is why they are here in persons of Mother Lillian Wonsia and Sir Musa Lamar. So, I think keep calling you Ma Lillian. Let's hear from you.
Thank you.
All right.
As she said, I'm Lillian Wonsia, a resident from Cali community, acting charity. Center has been a threat to us in the community.
Okay. Please speak in the microphone.
So we decided to come here to let the world know actually that we want this case.
Okay.
He has said it all, but I want to add this there.
Okay.
We want this case. This is the
withdrawal from the Supreme Court.
From the Supreme Court. After Supreme Court has given us a ruling that we want this case. And then he went there. Before going there, this cafe came out, and his father owns nothing. He's trying to clean his father's property. And this cafe came out that his father owns nothing in our surrounding, the oldest common town. And so after he saw this, he went to the full bench where he told an appeal and did a withdrawal. We withdrew it, and we have a copy of certificate of withdrawal.
Okay.
But then we sue him for the damages.
Okay.
And he caused us. In the process, we got a rate pursuing the community. When he took that list, because our lawyer asked us for the property owners listing, and we did a listing and sent it to him, and he sent it to the court.
Okay.
Then where he got our listing from. And so he went and re-sued us and said he's coming back. That's not an issue to us because we will have to go for hearing. And because we have all of these legitimate documents proving that he owns nothing there or his father owns nothing there. So we're waiting for the time for the hearing when we are called.
All right.
Then he's going around sending people in the community to go do some survey where he took money from, giving them assurance that these places are his, and so taking portion, selling it to individuals, Lebanese, Fulans, going there to do survey, and they can get a reaction from the community dwellers because we will not allow anyone to go and do any survey there from Stanton Gate.
Okay.
After receiving these legitimate documents that we won the case.
Okay.
So we have all of these demolitions and photos here that he actually broke homes down that make people homeless. Children did not end their school year. Their school year. They are hanging places, hanging into people's living rooms, church grounds, and can't continue their school year. Going through this trauma is still intimidating us.
Wow.
Coming just a few days ago, 1 o'clock, they went with people with Lebanese to go and show them places. I'm on the front view. That's the target. And so he carried Lebanese to go do survey, not survey, but to go see the place that he owned. And so each time, the last time, he sent soldiers with condolences, Mercedes, to go break our fence down because the court told us, our lawyer told us, if we are able to rebuild and start putting a zinc ground while we're waiting for whatever payment he has to do for our damages, we are trying to put the zinc grounds back. He sent some soldiers to with Mercedes and started to break those places down. The community chase those people from there.
Okay.
So we are always in fear.
Whenever he intimidates you people, or when he bring people and clients that he wants to sell, Emmanuel, you can come in if you want, if you are ready to come in and purchase these properties that you people have already won that it is not, they are not his. What do you people do? Do you go back to the court? Do you go back to the security sector to complain Stanton Gate?
Yes, we go back to our lawyer, and he goes back to the court. Because we go through the channel because we have a lawyer, and our lawyer is Your Honor, Councillor Marcus Right.
I'm just here wondering if your lawyer would be good with the idea of you being on a show and and talking about a case that is already in court. But then I understand that you people are living in fear of Stanton Gate, so that is the reason why you are here. So what kind of message you want to send out there? Because we see all of your proofs, you are shown documentations and all of those. What kind of message do you want to send out there?
Okay, the message we want to send out there to let the world know, because anytime we promise him that anytime he send anyone there, be a Fuller, Leonis, or any buyer, or anytime he comes in, you get a reaction from us. When something is enough for you, you are tired with some situations. Sometimes you do contrary actions because we are tired. You can't sleep in peace. He coming, sometimes it's coming, and most time he spent money.
So now the disadvantaged youth, as they are referred to, or Zogos, are the ones being used now, coming in communities to call us. So now Liberia is becoming like a lawless country. So now, what is the police saying? Did you go to the police? Did they try to assign some securities in your communities?
Yes. Recent time we met. We go to the doctor of police. He invited us there. When we got there, we had a meeting with the president. So he sent out all the one-on-one, and we explained to him the situation in the community. Even the document we share with them, we made them understand. But then, stubborn gay is always out here above the law. I don't really understand. So he said that this one week, last week, right? There's some information that came to all. Stubborn saying he coming in the community tomorrow, Friday. He coming to us there again to demolish property and what have to do evasion. So immediately we call our counselor and we let him know. So he told us that he want to make a follow on that too as well. So that's why we came today to let the world know that let's start on game, leave us alone.
Okay.
He has damaged property, they are homeless. Our chairman, 4 got broken. Chairman Nimle, he worked and 3 person passed off of all the pressure and frustration because of what Stadon did in our community. We try to be law abiding. We don't want to take the law into our hand. So let them kindly advise him to stay away from the Kari community. He doesn't have anything left there. This cafe, what the cafe is taking. Stadon does not have anything in the community. The man that he was living was just his uncle. The legislature have 4 biological children. The oldest son passed away. The 3 daughters in the state. Those children they said they made it up. They don't know Stadon gay to be their father's son. Or to be administrator for flooding that place.
But how did he get the power now to go ahead and break down all of those buildings if he is not even known by the family as an administrator?
Yeah, because I can just say that because the 419 speak in the country now, right? The man went and there's a guard working in the ACA. They call him George Gia. George Gia worked in the ACAs and he also on this administrative deed with Stadon Gay. He put him there only for that criminal act. So anything that information the D or deep positioning D, removing D from the police money D in, that one George Gia do there.
So you are simply telling me that our properties, our deeds in the ACAs are not safe.
Are not safe. So we told the councillor did, and the councillor also promised to read the director of the ACA.
Oh, promise when? How soon? This has been going on for a while from what I see.
So that's the reason, and because for us, we don't get verified information before we can take action, right?
Okay.
So what we did was that we verified that George they are working the ACA, and only thing with the other guys, there are 2 that are working the ACA, but George the director will start on the George they are working the ACA, and I told director to George the boss man, he told me, he said, oh yeah, George they are working with us here, but then I asked him, he said, we start on game, but the waiting for growing, waiting for proceeding, he told him he decided to leave it. I said, but the man already got more damage for us. Because most of the time, they used to go there and send drum in the air when we're in the community, when the day when we leave to go out.
Okay, just there, he works at the RT office, at the record office there, at the ACA.
George Care.
George Care. He's one of case administrator. And then there's a fellow.
So someone that work at the ACA can be administrator?
Yeah.
To a property owner?
I don't know
how it happened, but his name is on Stadon Gay's administrators list.
Okay.
And he's one of his administrators. It's all on the document here. When you read this, you'll see the listing there from Stadon's and estate administrators.
Okay.
So in this Kofi Ko, he was once Kofi Ko. He was once working at the ACA because of this attitude. They terminated his services there.
Okay.
And then he lived on 12th Street. There where they can meet.
Okay.
Just there take the documents, the people the real documents from the ACA, and they go to Kofi Ko's place at 12th Street. They where they meet with Stanton and fake their documents that they face. Personally, Stanton has over 75 fake documents that the court is aware of, and it's still allowing him fluttering around this country, boasting that he is proud to be a Mason. Those are things that he pronouncing all around here that nobody can do anything to me. So he moves around, and no one is coming to the concern of the citizen. And we are all living in fear.
Okay.
So we are here to tell the world. Those that are able to come to our rescue, let them come. We don't want people to die from frustration like the past months or year.
Okay.
So even the recent time, the appointment of the new Chief Justice, Jabba, and they want to call Sami Peter Paul. They were all jubilating that they have somebody that can be able to stand with them in the whole issue. And I know that His Honor, Yomi Bese is man who principal man there. I don't think he will ever appreciate to work along with criminal of such. So we can't ask him not to work along with those guys. They shouldn't even impress him on anything. Yeah. Because they will take money from people, fully land that they have people in a place. They have land in the you will go see people who broken down. Then you as a son man, you want to go and go buy that place. Then they have one big man, too, he's a Nigerian, he work with beer factory, I'm not for his name. He one of those that's also been sponsoring them from beer factory. So let him calmly move from beyond start on day and Jabba. See the Lord Business Church how they damage the place. Then the Cali community you broke down for the 5 houses there. They are homeless right now. They are sleeping outside, they don't have places to sleep. And you still coming to 10 out of say you coming back.
Have you met your district because you are about to leave now? Have you met your district representative?
Jaga Kolba is a friend to start on gay. He didn't understand the whole thing at the time when the ruling came. He's the 3 person. Why didn't say an all and Pisa not even an all? I made to understand. We went to him. Yake all he could tell all was that start on gay won the case from the Supreme Court. Start on gay won the case from the Supreme Court. But then he said God to know at the end of the day when we won the case from the Supreme Court, he got to know that start on misled him.
Okay. So what is he saying now that he knew that he was misled?
I think because of shame, he doesn't want to come around.
But he's the district representative. He might not come here. What do you want to say to these people? We are about to let them go.
I'm just more concerned about their well-being, things of their safety, that they have been receiving over time. And I want to know as to whether you have received any assurance from state security, perhaps to come to if anything of such happening as you just to the threat.
I believe that the director of police might be listening to us. 101 might be listening to us, and 102 because he's a director for operation. We are asking him as an operation, can anything from start on day from a year to 8 because we are sharing this staff here with the director of police and 10148. He really felt pretty for us. Yeah.
So what is he saying after just feeling the pity?
What he did was that the guy like in front of the machine. He removed him from there immediately. We were in a present when he called him. They removed him from the airfield from Oro Depot.
Okay. Did he promise to have securities there, police presence to be there every day until the case is, closed?
He hasn't done that for us.
Okay. So are you asking him to do that?
I think our chairman will talk to our chairman to do that communication to him.
Because now from what we are gathering, you are living in fear.
Yeah, sure.
So what will you want to, because the police is here to protect lives and properties. Now most of your properties have been damaged. And now you are also living under fear from the same man, according to you, that damaged your properties. You brought documentation to show that you won this case. And the case is still in court. Your lawyer is running after this, running after that. And there are other fake people that work within the National Archives. Yeah. The whole world is listening, knowing that you have properties that somebody could be there changing deeds from this name to that name. And you, according to you, the same person is also working with
George Gia.
With Stanton Gay. His name is George Gia. According to you.
And the first man was the other guy was Tom Nimle, where he was removed from the land authority because Tom Nimle was the one that wanted to go to that survey and quickly went and lie to the people that the play was for gay.
So you're saying that there's a group, it's a whole
just a clique.
Yeah, a clique. And you're saying that Stanton Gay is saying that
he friends with money.
And Stanton Gay is saying that he's amazing, nobody can do anything
to
him. So that's why
we have photo for him from the amazing end.
Well, that is his personal level, whatever cult or whatever it is that he is in, it has nothing to do with the world. It's just the fact that the rule of law should prevail.
Yeah.
All right.
So now, want President Buckeye to kindly, look after our community. Okay. Because we went to the law, we were kind. March 30th, 2024, April 10th, 2024, April 13th, we're kind. We decided to go through the legal means.
Okay.
Then you not allow this guy to continue to infringe on us.
All right. So you are leaving now, and I know that is your party message. That President Boaka, you are sending your message. I am Man Lillian. You want to say something before you leave?
Yes, I want to appeal to the government. Let me start with this because he said, this case started from my early time. My early resisted him his decision. I told him if you say the place for you, then make sure you relocate the citizens because there are more than 10,000 citizens living there. So he came to church. We attended church. We are told him, if this place is yours, then try to relocate. And so he came in the community, in one of our community meeting, and he said we should pray. In church we are not win, and Waka will win. He will come on us. And from January, after the inauguration, he actually came on us from March.
Okay. So now you call on President
So I'm
Bouaka
calling
to
on him,
yeah.
To disprove what this fellow said. Come to our aid and rescue us. We need some materials to rebuild. We need some help from him. We need security from him. We need everything as a father to this nation to come to our aid.
Thank you. All right. So the voices there of residents, they are representatives representing residents of the Catholic community. They have been here explaining their ordeal, what they are going through, and we are letting them go now in presence of Musa Lama and Mother Lillian Wansia. My name is Lorena Henry. I'm still here with my colleague. His name is Emmanuel David. Thank you. Keep listening, keep following, keep sharing the show. You can even keep playing the game.
Thank you, Lorena.
We have another group coming in.
I won't talk, but you all have my hands, I shouldn't talk. I won't talk sweet thing, but my lawyer said.
Just talk a little bit.
No.
Nothing happened.
Not talk a little bit. I'm sorry, you already put. Garbage in.
How's it?
Garbage in, garbage out.
Where are you heading now? Back to prison or where?
Follow me.
What do you mean, garbage in, garbage out? What do you mean by garbage in, garbage
My
out?
lawyer said I wouldn't talk.
So
LRA here already. We have the folks from the LRA here already. Let me bring them in. We are experiencing a little technical problem. Let me see as to whether we adjust ourselves. We can do some adjustment quickly, and then we just run through. All right, let's do a little adjustment quickly, and then we just run through as we get on. So, folks, welcome to the show. Let's do this short break and do an adjustment. My screen, my picture is still on that screen there.
So take it down now.
Yeah, so we have to reconnect from the studio. Other than that, go to the same, do the same thing.
What we need to do? How you did it? Because time going.
Yeah, easier.
Yeah. Remove the man. You know that?
Yeah. So when I put in that, my picture will be there.
But why your picture there? Because of your computer?
I know. Let me start the interview with. We can start the interview. They put 2 points there. All right, welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. We have the guys from the LRA. Specifically, we're going to be talking about the LRA tax crime platform, whistleblowing platform. We're going to talk about the LRA tax crime whistleblowing platform. They're going to tell us more about that, what we need to know about that, the issues surrounding it, so that you have a sense of understanding what it is. So let me just crisscross to my guest this morning. Good morning, sir. How are you doing this morning, and how is the LRA?
Yeah, thank you. My name is Sumo Kalapi. I'm the Assistant Commissioner for Professional Distribution, and the LRA is doing, very well, under the mentorship of Commissioner General.
Can you kind of just close to the microphone? Hold it a little closer to you.
Under the leadership of Commissioner General Babajala. So we are exceedingly grateful to be on air this morning to speak to the public on our whistleblowing platform.
So let's just talk us through a little about this LRA tax whistleblowing platform, what it is all about, what the public need to know about it.
Well,
okay, let me have it on.
Thank you for being here. Thank you, sir.
Okay. So this we are experiencing a little technical problem. Yeah, so whether you have to help learn, let's just go for this short adjustment break, and then we'll come back. Let's just go for this break, and then we come back. We apologize, folks. We are experiencing a little technical problem here this morning. Let's go for this break, and then we'll come back.
I think maybe you need to come, maybe delete it and then.
Something?
Emmanuel, he's on the camera now.
Yeah. So you turn the camera to me. He's not here. He's not showing.
Oh, you thought you turn the camera back to him?
No, he's not showing you. You turn the camera to him first, that's how he'll show you. So the two
so that's
managed there.
Okay.
Yeah, that's managed there. We beg you.
Yeah.
So no, he will sit, then we'll manage the camera. You sit near you. We apologize, man. I don't know what's actually going on. Okay.
Well,
you just close to him a little bit so the camera can capture the both of you.
And don't forget
just a
little. Please talk in the microphone.
Okay, the other manager will bear you.
Keep going. Slash and put him.
Yeah, let's start talking and then we'll start doing our own. But the other fellow is not in the stuff. In the camera. So I want you to see that I want to connect that thing quick and have them coming through. So I'll edit the name from here. Okay. They will start talking from there. Yeah. Okay. So there you go.
The camera all right?
Okay. It's a little better.
Both on the camera.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I'm sure.
The two of them gotta be there.
Okay, all right, figure it. Drop the camera small more.
To him.
You see it? No,
What's that part of the technical work?
I think with that.
That's like this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Both on the camera now?
Yeah. Yeah, we're good. Okay, we're good. Okay, we're good. All right, welcome back, folks. We apologize for that. We apologize for that. At least we have them on a little. We have them on a little. So let's just go to Sean Williams, and then we will go to Mr. Sumo shortly. So let's go to Sean Williams. Just walk us through this LRA tax whistleblower platform, what it's all about, and what do we need to know about it.
Okay, thank you for having us. So my name is Sean Williams. I'm the manager for the fiscal investigation at the division at the LRA. So the whistleblower platform, tax violation and evasion platform, is simply a platform that encourages the public to be able to report breaches or violation of our revenue code. In time past and even currently, the country has been affected by huge losses in terms of tax evasion and violations across the country. In fact, one of the recent publications by a group called Tax Justice Network placed us around maybe $151 million losses in corporate taxes. And so we think that it is important to have such a platform such that we have a fair tax system where our tax system is marked with integrity, transparency, and accountability. There are others who are paying their fair share of taxes in the country. We have up to them, but there are others who don't want to abide by the requirements and obligation or uphold those requirement obligations. So we've developed this platform so that people can help in the LRA in recovering lost taxes.
So this platform is all about giving the LRAs a sense of understanding of those who will be validators.
Actually, it's not basically giving the LRA a sense of understanding of the validator. It is a platform, that is available to the public, both citizens and foreign residents alike, to report issues of tax crime and tax violations.
So just give a picture of how this entire platform will be run.
So the platform is an easy to navigate platform. It's an online platform with just a fingertip that you can be able to report issues of tax violations and tax crime. So my colleague, who is the direct owner, I'm just a co-owner because I'm from the ethics and integrity side, which has to do with the employee side. So he will further expand on it.
So the platform is actually a simple form that can be seen on the LRA website.
Okay.
The bottom of the website, you click on that platform, and that platform gives you the opportunity to be able to report a case or several cases. Right? And it is simple, it is user friendly. It's just 3 questions that have been asked on the platform. One, that asks you what is the case all about, who are those involved, what is the business that is involved in such a breach. Then the second question would be where did it happen, the location. And the essence of that is that it helps us to know the trend of the different events where these violations are happening, such that we can be able to put in some policy measures to address that situation. And lastly, if you report, what would be if you want to reward us, so because for those who will be reporting, for every time you report, it will get recovery. If the LRA recovers taxes, you are given an award of 5% of that amount, but that amount is also taxable.
So another key, indicator of the platform is to ensure that people report anonymously. We are on a fiduciary obligation to ensure that we keep the identity of
The
the
identity.
whistleblower, very discreet, so that in the event somebody blows a whistle on another person, they cannot be, victimized by just reporting something that is wrong in the society.
So you from the ethical background of the LRA.
Yes.
How is your work linked with this entire whistleblowing platform?
And so from our own historicity, it is evident that some of the tax crime are violated by taxpayer with the collusion of staff of the LRA.
Okay.
So the platform is also a place where, when issues of involvement of staff of the LRA, that portion is directly pushed by the Fiscal Investigation Division, Toma Division, which is solely responsible to investigate issue of ethical breaches within the LRA.
So let's talk about the entire platform a little bit, because this is very interesting. Still to be corrected, I think it's first of a kind to have such a platform, to have folks blowing whistle on some tax related crimes. So how do people access the platform? It is on Play Store, or where do you access it? And a little basic information surrounding the further information, so to give the public a sense of understanding how to access the platform, how to use it, what to do with it, what is your protection as it relates to reporting, blowing whistle on some of the crimes that are related to it.
So the idea is whatever you report is simply suspicion. And so if you suspect wrongdoing within a business, so what are those things that we're anticipating people to report on? Take, for example, if the person is not filing their tax returns, or they are filing false tax returns or declaration, if they are concealing or hiding their income or asset, whatever, or if they are underreporting, or if they are not reporting their income at all. There are also businesses that are operating without a valid license. They are not registered legally under the laws of Liberia. If you know such businesses, you can also report that situation. So there are a number of things that we're looking for, and that we hope that people will be reporting on. And in terms of the confidentiality of your reporting, one of the reasons why we place a lot of emphasis on confidentiality is because people are afraid to be reprimanded by either their institution, wherever they work, or something of the sort. So you are 100% protected under this platform. The platform is developed in a way where we don't need to know your name. There's no identity whatsoever. So when you report on that platform, what happens is that there is an automatic code that is generated, and that code becomes your identity. So you use that code to be able to follow up on your case. There's going to be a whole round of how you're going to use it. We'll do a short video, and we'll be populating it all over social media, the different platforms that you can be able to easily access and know exactly what to do. A step-by-step display where you can see through a short video, maybe less than a minute or so, that people can know exactly where to go. But for now, you can go on the LRA website, as we stated before. Go on the LRA website, is there. It's at the bottom of the LRA website, which is www.lra.gov.lr. If you click on that link, obviously it opens, and then you look at the bottom of the website, you see whistleblower, and you just click it takes you directly to the page. You don't, at that point, you just put in the information you have, and then you submit. When you submit your form, obviously then you get a reply, and that reply is that code that comes, and then you copy the code, you keep it, and that code is what you use to follow up on your case.
And I'm here thinking because you've just walked us through the entire process. Is it an app that will be installed on the phone, or is it a process that you have explained? Probably I have a complaint or I have seen something to be put to the LRA, then I go directly on the page of the LRA and click on that particular app, and then
so you go to the LRA website. It's online, like the normal website of other, just a normal website. You go to the LRA website. On that website, like you go on the news website, right?
Okay.
And you see different links that you click on.
Okay.
So you go to the LRA website. When you arrive on the LRA website, on the home page,
okay,
the lower bottom is where you find there's a menu there stated whistleblowing. So you click on that, and then it takes you directly to that form. The moment you click on it, it takes you to the form, and then you fill in the form right online, right on the same website, and then you submit it. Yeah.
So I was basically asking that question to give the public a better sense of understanding how the entire process works. So let's talk a little bit, Mr. Sumo, in terms of the ethical process in following all of this procedure. Can you just walk us through?
So, ethics and integrity, the integral part of any good governance system. So, for the LRA, because we place keen interest in ethics and integrity, it is one of our core values.
Okay.
And we are in the revenue sector. So, we envisage that we that work with the LRA to send the right kind of signal out there to the public that we are entrusted with that, fiduciary mandate to collect the revenue of the Republic of Liberia. We should show ourselves to be above the fray in terms of collecting the lawful revenue. So this platform is also there in the best interests of the public, the people of Liberia, because when people are reporting violations of tax crime to us, the LRA will be able to generate the lawful revenue. And those lawful revenue generated will be used for our social deliverable within the country to provide roads, to provide hospitals, to provide better schools for our citizenry. Because from the statistics my colleague just revealed, it tells you that we are, not getting the kind of lawful revenue that we're supposed to generate in Liberia because of tax crime violation. So we hold our employee to a very high standard so that the public can know that as we are going after or encouraging people to blow the whistle on business people, we are also holding accountable our staff to ensure that they conduct themselves ethically.
Well, folks, if you just joining in, this is a reminder that you are listening to the Today Show on Spoon 107.5 FM. Here with us, we have here with us the folks from the LRA. I'm here alongside my colleague Lorena and Honoree. Lorena, is there any question perhaps you'd like to add up as we walk through the conversation?
Yeah, I know you have the talking points. I'm concerned about since this is my first time hearing about this of you. So I wanted to know from the folks if since you started this whistleblowing, you told us when it started. Have you caught or found some residents or business owners or residents guilty? Have anybody been found guilty and brought to court or investigation?
Okay, so we've just launched the platform though, but prior to the platform, we've also been receiving information, intelligence on businesses, and there have been a lot of people who we investigated and then fell short of the upholding the obligations required by the revenue code.
So what happened to them?
So usually there is in twofold. The violations are in twofold. Some are civil, others are criminal.
Okay.
So if we investigated and we saw that this was basically a civil violation, obviously there will be no need for prosecution.
Okay.
So, but if it is criminal, obviously we work with the police and the Ministry of Justice to have that person prosecuted.
So if I may just add up to my colleague, explanation. Before the advent of this whistleblowing platform, we were engaged with gathering information the traditional way by encouraging people to come, using our intelligence network, using our safe houses because of the same, confidentiality issue. So the LRA came to be in July 1st, 2014. Up to this day, we've had a lot of cases that we investigated, that we recover revenue from. Some of the cases were, forwarded to the Ministry of Justice because currently his division does not have that law enforcement leverage to say he will go to court directly. So we work in collaboration with the police, with the National Security Agency, with the Ministry of Justice, and the people who are close with that authority that they are enabling. I gave them that right to do crime investigation.
My papa then I might be in the community or maybe in the villages or in towns and know about these things that you need to know.
Yeah.
How can they get to you if they don't have internet access, they don't have smartphones to be able to connect or communicate back?
So basically we going to roll this thing over, nationwide to ensure that our people in the villages and the hamlets are able to report issues of tax crime. And we've got our CBOs and TBOs across the country. When I mean CBO, that means custom business offices, and TBO, tax business offices. So we will also, create a leverage for people who are outside there, who do not have access to internet facilities, to also report, tax crime to us.
So yeah, just to add on, one of the interesting things about the platform is that you can be anywhere, right? You can be anywhere once you have internet access. You can use your mobile phone, not necessarily, but if you have a smartphone, obviously that's the advantage of using. So you can be wherever you are, and then you can report, and that information will reach the LRA. While we were talking, something just came to mind. Other people may want to know whether how do they get feedback. So if they report, for example. So the platform also provides that opportunity where the same way we would chat on the Messenger, on WhatsApp, Facebook, and that kind of thing. Yeah, the platform has that feature where you can interact with us, the LRA. And there again, there's no way we identify you. It's just through your code that comes. So like I will be able to know you know Lorena or so. When I'm chatting on Facebook or something like that. So that name, the replacement for that name will be the code.
Okay.
So only the code you're going to see that you're chatting with, but you're chatting with someone, and so the person can follow up on their case using that feature on the platform.
And moreover, I have a little concern about the issue of since the initiation of this platform, what have been the reception from those who have heard the message, and how have they been working in terms to bring out some of those issues that you are more concerned about?
So this is the reason why we're doing some people are still trying to report the same traditional way. So this is the reason why we're doing this publicity out there. And this is not going to be a one-off event. It's going to be a continuous thing. As I said, even we're going to do some pre-recordings in terms of how a visual thing, how the platform is, how it works, and how do you go about it, and such that it's more effective when you're doing your reporting, and that will be placed on different platforms, on Facebook, on Messenger, whatever possible, in the news. And especially online, we're going to use social media a lot because a lot of people are on Facebook and Messenger, such that the message can actually get down there. And I think phone is one of the widely listened to platforms. So we want to also provide you that kind of information so you can populate it. A lot of people, this message can go out. When you see it, you also share it as well with other people that it gets out there. So in other places, people actually survive on this, right? Yeah, in terms of reporting issues, uh, breaches in different laws and the things like that. And so I'm encouraging a lot of people to report if you're in the community. People sometimes fear reporting because they because of their identity. But in this case, is even we who you're reporting to, we're not going to know who's doing the reporting. The only place where the only point at which you tend to lose your identity is if you want a reward, for example. At the end of the day, if the recovery if the recovery is successful, say we recover $1 million from your report, from your report, obviously the net recovery you will entitled to 5% of that number is taxable. So at that point, we will obviously need your identity to be able to provide the information, but still the confidentiality still remains. No one going to know who you in person. I mean, it's not going to be made public whatsoever, although we know your name, but your confidentiality is going to be kept.
Right. So to further re-emphasize the issue of confidentiality is to reassure the public that even we are within the LRA dealing with these kind of investigations, we are obliged by our own internal procedures to ensure that the cover of informants or the cover of whistleblower is not blown to the public. If in the event an LRA staff is involved in that, you are usually going to be penalized. So let the public get to know that this thing is going to be secret. You are encouraged to come and blow the whistle. You are encouraged to go on our platforms and blow the whistle. And relating to the employee side, we also encourage the general public to come and blow the whistles on we the employees, because we need to keep the LRA to be a serene place for of graft and corruption. And to do that, we need information on our staff who are involved in acts that are inimical to the interests of the public.
So let's just make this clear, because it is becoming more interesting. For example, you have a staff from the LRA that is involved in taking some kickbacks or taking some collusion. Yeah, let's just make it clear. So I can report that individual using the platform.
Exactly. So there's a place on the platform where when you're doing the report, asking who's involved, who are those involved, and that kind of thing. So you use that very place to be able to tell us who are those. So if you knew someone from, or if you're aware of someone from the LRA who you believe is in collusion with a business and to rob the government of their rightful taxes, obviously you report that information. Mind you, it's just a suspicion, right? You may have, so there's a place there where we give you the opportunity to attach documents, right? Some evidence. If you have evidence, you can attach it, and there, and then also send. That will provide that feature is also there. So it will be whatever evidence you have, you can attach it, and then submit your case.
So
let me just come in. So if just as my colleague said, if you report an issue on LRA staff, we will assess that allegation.
Okay.
We will take it to be suspicion.
Okay.
Until we can conduct our internal investigation with that staff, confront them with the evidence, and if it is proven that our staff was involved in collusion, our internal procedures are there rigorously applied. Yes. We hold our employees to a very high standard. That's why they are aware. We communicate that to them annually. We conduct a workshop for them to let them know that, look, in as much as we are in the revenue sector, these are the things that you should not do, and these are the things that you're supposed to do.
So the next point is the way forward. After you should have gathered all of the information in terms of the whistleblowing, what's the next step forward for those who are going to be involved?
Okay, so the first thing, if you report, first I like to deal with the length of time first, and I will come to that. So if you report a case, for example, of a suspected violation or evasion, right, to the LRA, someone want to know how long is it going to take, and for me to get a reply or a response. So so it dependent, it based on several things, right? The scope of the inquiry, the cooperation, several other things, right? So there's no, so we usually look at between 3 months to 6 months in between there. But there are other circumstances that may extend that investigation. For example, in the case of a cooperation from the taxpayer, so that may extend. But usually we're looking at between 3 to 6 months, and to conclude that investigation. There were cases where we even did the investigation within a month. There are cases where we did investigation within 3 months. Some of the investigations have taken up to a year. So you take an example where maybe those who are involved are out of the country, and you need to be in touch with them. Sometimes you investigating the case, and then the person leaves the country. And so recently we did a tax review of our tax crime regime. Okay, and we were able to see some of the loopholes in the law. So some of the things that we're pushing now, for example, is departure prohibition orders, where if someone is accused and we have probable hard evidence that this person leaving the country may result to the government or LRA not being able to recover that tax. So we are pushing such that we can use the court, and then there be a departure prohibition order placed on that person. I mean, the person cannot leave the country until we can recover. So those are some of the things we've done. So in terms of what you asked about just before I forget, what was it? Can you remind me?
Yes, I was talking about the way forward after you gather all of the necessary.
So if you report to the LRA, the information we gather first, we do a preliminary investigation to determine the veracity of that information. How strong the evidence, how reliable it is. So we do that, and then after that, we see that indeed the evidence is concrete, is strong. We move now to the next level of a full investigation into that matter. If we're not convinced that that case is one of evasion of any violation of the revenue code after our preliminary investigation, obviously we close the case, and then we inform the person who did the report that this person, there's no sign of any violation.
So to just follow, what just happened, the investigation is a process.
Okay.
So the scope of investigation will be predicated upon the sufficiency of the evidence, the legality of the evidence, and so forth. So when you are doing an investigation and you got a complete control over the evidence, and the evidence can't be as expected, the scope of that investigation and the timing will be narrow. But where somebody report an issue of tax crime, and you have to go, you as the investigator got to go in depth to find the evidence, it may have some level of protection that you wouldn't want to just take the allegation as a pin of salt to just go with. So you have to put your effort in there too as an investigator to ensure that the process flow through to the logical conclusion.
Okay, just to add to that, there are times where so we're encouraging the public to also provide evidence for some of the reports, but also there are cases where they say when there is smoke, there's fire, right? Sure. So you may not have all of the evidences, whatever, but you can report and then say, look, there's a need for you to look here, and then we could look there. But then in such a case, we have to be going after the evidence, to determine whether indeed there is, from that smoke, there's actually fire there. But we encourage the public as much as possible to be able to provide some level evidence. Yeah.
And in terms of talking about investigation, hearing of cases, I'm here thinking, is there any way that the Board of Tax Appeal is if somehow relevant to this entire process?
I don't. Usually, the Board of Tax Appeal comes in where, for example, if if there could be a way to come in that, for example, if a taxpayer feels injured, right, in the process, yeah, so they can take an appeal. Maybe if we went through the process and they feel that maybe their bill is too high, it's too unreasonable, or something of the like, they could take an appeal, yes, to the Board of Tax Appeal. But if it is civil, fine. But if it is a criminal matter, obviously, then I don't think the Board of Tax Appeal.
Exactly.
So the entire process will be handled at the level of the LRA.
You mean for this?
Yeah.
For this.
The entire whistleblowing and investigation and getting all of the facts surrounding those.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right, folks. This is the Today Show on Spoon 107.5 FM. We are here this morning having conversation with the folks from the LRA. We have 20 minutes left on the program. We talk a little, and then we run to the line to have your calls come in. Perhaps you have some concern and some questions that you would like to ask the folks here in studio that I didn't ask. We will have to give you the opportunity. So let's get back to the things there. And anything perhaps you'd like to add up before getting up to the lines?
Yeah. So the people might want to also know what are some of the documents that we'll be expecting, right, as evidence. So we'll be looking at financial records, right? If possible, bank statements. If you have bank details, payroll details, sales records, purchase receipts or invoices. We want to know the name of the individual or the business, who is the owner of the business, the nature of the business that the person or the group is involved with. Those are the kind of things we want to know: phone numbers, emails, and that kind of thing. Yeah, and we can use that to be able to probe whatever report that is being provided.
Yeah. So we would just like to further encourage the general public, both citizens, foreigners alike, business people, to take advantage of our whistleblowing platform to give us information, because recovering the lost revenue is something that we place huge premium on, because without the kind of revenue that the LRA should generate for the government wouldn't be able to have this social deliverable, to the people of Liberia.
All right, so at this juncture, we will entertain questions from the general public. 077771075, 055101075 are the numbers to call. 077771075, 055101075 are the numbers, folks. We are here this morning. It's about time we take your calls. If you have a concern or a question to ask the folks up in studio, you can certainly go on and plug for your calls. 077771075, 055101075 are the numbers to call. So I'll take the numbers again: 07777 1075, 055101075 are the numbers to call. If you're just joining us, this is the final lap of the Today Show on Spoon 107.5 FM, the Thursday edition of the program. And we have here with us the folks from the LRA. We're talking about a new platform that's launched and that has to do with whistleblowing in terms of some tax crimes related to that. They have run us through the details about those necessary information. And now it's your turn to plug for your calls, to ask a question. Perhaps it's something you have on your mind that you would like to ask. something that we didn't talk about that you would like to talk about. 0777-77-1075, 0555-101075. Let's pick up our first call on the line. Good morning, caller. What's your name and where are you calling us from? Hello? Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, you're live. What's your name and where do you call us from? Hello?
Hello.
Yes, you are live. What's your name and where do you call us from? All right. We lost on this caller. Perhaps it's not relevant to this discussion. 0777-77-1075, 0555-101075 are the numbers to call. 0777-77-1075, 0555-101075. These are the numbers to call if you have a concern or a question to ask. You can just call and ask those questions. So as we anticipate the calls coming through, perhaps you just walk us through and make some emphasis on some of those key points that we touched on, so to give the public a sense of understanding as well.
Okay, so just to further elaborate on what we've already said, for example, we are giving an award, as we said, to those who will report cases of tax violation and evasion of the revenue code. And failure, there are a lot of issues out there, and we at the LRA alone cannot be able to know what's obtaining in different businesses across the country. So that's the reason why we provided this opportunity, so that the public can be able to assist the LRA, not just assisting the LRA, but assisting the country as a whole, because we all know that taxes are relevant for domestic use and development in terms of providing social services. We need hospitals, we need roads, education facilities, and we need taxes to be able to aid us to be able to reach to that level of social services that are actually needed for the country. We're pushing 1 billion. As we said, we want to raise 1 billion, but we can't raise 1 billion when other people are still evading taxes. Other people are paying their fair share. I can tell you, we are capable of raising 1 billion, even more. So take for example some of the few cases that we've gone through, right? You will notice that there a lot needs to be done, right? That if we really get out there and we're getting the kind of information that we should be able to get from the different businesses that are underreporting their income, especially, obviously, we can pass 1 billion. I'm very sure about that. So we're doing all of this to be able to close the leakages, the loopholes, and such that we can be able to attain the 1 billion.
So to further emphasize, we are working within the public sector. We are encouraging the public in there as people in the public space. Please report to us. Please use our platform. Hold our feet to the fire, and we will do the job for you. Thank you.
So again, the platform that you can go on is the LRA website. It's www.lra.gov.lr. If you go to that website,
you say that again so I can re-emphasize.
www.lra.gov.lr. So when you click on it, obviously it takes you to the homepage of the LRA. At the bottom of that page is there whistleblowing. Once you click on that whistleblowing icon or whatever it is, the platform opens and you can just go there directly and do your.
All right, so folks, let's pick up this call here. Hope that we have this person through. Good morning. You're live. What's your name and where do you call us from? Yep. Yes, sir. What? Musa Sherry, where are you calling us from?
I'm around the people that
All right, Musa, go on, make your point.
understand the foreign administration of the Europe are doing very well. My only concern is in other countries, you find anything that is go for tax returns to people that are, compliant, and people get an incentive for being a federal taxpayer.
Mm.
So here, the government is more taxes, to collect taxes. There are no incentives to taxpayers. They are also they are concerned about businesses, how businesses are doing, and they still a business in them to find out what the problems are. So they just want to generate money, and generating money, you don't stress the type of the business. You also don't protect the businesses. You don't know if the businesses are going through problems. You can position that. So those people that don't make money, I think, on the mind of people. So therefore, you have a problem. So we also want the government to still analyze. So that, be protected. So for them to know the problem, most people are doing well, or people are not doing well. And then we must also introduce the issue of between your father, which is doing well. That's the that anyway. And it's not even
All right, thank you. The guys will respond to that. 0777 771075 0555 101075 and the number 0777 771075 0555 101075.
So the color raised a very important issue. We at the LRA got the taxpayer advocacy section that advocate on behalf of taxpayer. Be that as it may, the issue of a tax return is a policy issue that can be handled globally by the government through the Ministry of Finance, the LRA, and the national institution, because we cannot just idly sit at the LRA and make policies that will affect, the revenue without going through the legal processes. So we assure him that the government is taking note of that. In the future, as we evolve, the issue of our tax return, the LRA and the Ministry of Finance are going to do something about it.
Yeah, so just to do an addition, so we're concerned about the health. The LRA is concerned about the health of businesses. You may be aware that at certain point every year we do a tax appreciation day, where we appreciate taxpayers, especially tax people who are compliant taxpayers, and then we provide that level of awareness to encourage people to pay taxes and the need to pay their taxes. But also, if the business has challenges, it is good to communicate that to the LRA. We provide an opportunity there where you do a communication to the LRA expressing the difficulty that your business is undergoing, and maybe for a period you will be unable to meet certain obligations. And that comes also with the kind of exercise that we have to go and see the business and see the health of the business as well. There's the reason why it is good to file your tax returns, because when you file your tax returns, it provides an opportunity where we see and know that the business, they look at the business health, and from the state of your from the tax return file. But be as it may, yes, the LRA considers that, and we're going to see. But if you actually look at our setting, we're even pushing a number of persons that even pay taxes, it's so low. And then even at that, people don't want to pay. This is the reason why we're really encouraging people. The envelope, the revenue envelope, stays small. I don't know whether we reach that level to be able to stand up. But we're looking at that as something that should happen possibly in the near future.
And let's just pick up this call here. I wanted to come in with a point. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, sir. You're live. What's your name and where do you call us from? Hello. Okay, lost on this caller. All right. So Our orange line is down. We only have the Lone Star line here on. That is the 05551010750 05551010750. For the remaining minutes we have here, perhaps you have a concern and you would like to plug for the cause, you can do so on the Lone Star line 05551010750. And I was asking this question. All right, let me just pick this call. Morning. Yes, just go on. Okay, so
thank you very much for that, caller. We take due cognizance of your recommendations, and we currently in the LRA got a division that is responsible for tax education and our core business functions to on a daily basis educating people about how to pay their taxes and how to do their filing. So we will transmit your recommendation to the authorities of the LRA, and something definitely going to be done about it.
yeah, so we don't have the luxury of time. We'll have to wrap up. But before wrapping up, I would like for you to touch on few things. That is other strategies to have public awareness in terms of the assistance and the importance of the tax violation and evasion reporting. That's one. And two, the issue about other issue that has to do with let me get this straightened up, in terms of verifying and reporting that will be submitted to you as well. These are two things: verifying report that will be submitted to you, and the issue of other strategies that you will employ to have this awareness going on. These are two things I would like for you to touch on. Perhaps you would like to add up on other things before taking leave.
So the first is the strategy. So we're liaising with civil society organizations and other public institutions. What we tend to do is to place that the reporting platform on these institutions' websites as well.
Okay.
So it's just not on the LRA website, but there can be a link there that once they click on it, still goes to, is routed to that site, and then so that we can also be able to report from there as well. That's one strategy. Then also we have a taxpayer services division at the LRA that is responsible for educating taxpayers. So they usually hold a regular engagement with taxpayers, and during that section, we're also going to be using that platform to be able to educate people towards how to whistleblow using the platform as well. And then also the media, as we said, we're going to be using social media as much as possible to get a message down.
Okay. So the issue of verifying those submitted report to ensure credibility. So perhaps you can just.
Okay. Before I go to that, I would just like to appeal to the public that we also have the latitude to engage with our local government authorities around the country. We said previously that we will go to the nooks and corners of the Republic of Liberia, because Monrovia is not just Liberia, also we got a chunk about our citizenry who do not have access to internet and other stuff. So we use our local government authorities, we travel all over Liberia to ensure that people are aware of this whistleblowing platform. Then further to the verification, we got investigation benchmarks set in place. We got policies that are written that guide us in verifying information, of tax violation. We use the audit processes to also ensure that, the information that are coming to us on tax evasion are correct and they are evidential. And I think my colleague will also further elaborate on the verification processes.
So usually, as you say, we have an investigation framework, right? When we receive reports of a suspected violation or evasion, whatever it is still a suspicion, and so we do a preliminary investigation of that to verify what was reported to us, and then once we can establish that indeed the evidence is strong, we can go after the taxpayer. Obviously, then we do a full-scale investigation, and we inform the person who did the report that indeed we are investigating the matter. So, but if we, after the preliminary investigation, if we found that that particular report does not, in no way linking the taxpayer to any sort of violation or evasion, obviously we'll close the case and we inform the whistleblower that indeed the case was closed based on the fact that it was insufficient.
So furthermore to that, we will not encourage whistleblower bringing false information just for the issue of a reprisal or paying back somebody or business rivalry. We are an institution that believes in fair play, integrity. So we continue to assure the general public that even though we're encouraging you to bring information to this platform, but we scrutinize the information to ensure that people are not victimized unwarranted.
All right, so that's how we wrap up your parting comment, and then we wrap up here on the program.
Yeah, I will continue to say, let the public hold the LRA feet to the fire to ensure that we collect the lawful revenue.
Yes, I want to encourage the public to report. When you see something, you report it. Your identity remains anonymous, and also when you report and there is a recovery, the LRA gives you a reward of 5% of the net amount that was recovered, but that amount will be taxable. So we're encouraging you to report. When you see it, report it to the LRA such that we can build our country with the lawful taxes that are due to people.
Certainly, that's how we build our country, with the lawful taxes. Folks, that's how we wrap up under this edition of the program, the Today Show. We have with us Mr. Sean G. Williams, Manager of Fiscal Investigation Division, Liberia Revenue Authority, Mr. Sumo Kanapli, Assistant Commissioner, Professional Ethics Division, Liberia Revenue Authority. And before going, just to bring you up to speed with this information, all you need to do now is just to go on the LRA website, go and search www.lra.gov.rr, and then go at the bottom of the page. You will have access to the platform. So that's how we wrap up under this edition of the program. My name is Emmanuel Kwalen David. Folks, we'll be back here tomorrow with another splendid edition of the program, The Today Show on Spoon 107.5 FM. You have for yourself a God bless day. Enjoy the rest of our broadcast and our programs. Bye-bye.